Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome, everyone, to a very special deep dive.
Hello. This one's going to be a lot of fun.
It really is. Today, we're jumping into a wonderful story called The Magic of the Reindeer Recess Playground.
It's just a little piece of the story, but it's my favorite part.
Mine too. Our mission today is to explore this super snowy, magical playground.
And we're going to look at the amazing surprises that happen when recess, totally levels up.
But most importantly, we want to find the simple lesson inside the story. It's about how kindness can create real magic.
It's a perfect story for our listeners, especially if you're between, say, 3 and 8 years old.
Exactly. So let's set the scene. Can you picture it? It's the first snowy Friday in December at Maple Hollow Elementary.
Ooh, the best kind of day.
The very best. The air is cold, it smells a little bit like pine trees, and all the kids are rushing outside for recess, bundled up in their hats and mittens.
You just feel the excitement, right? Everyone running to the swings or the sled hill.
And then, just as the recess bell finishes ringing, they hear something.
Something different.
Yeah, a soft little jingle sound.
Yeah.
It was coming from behind the big sled hill.
Not loud or scary, just curious.
And then, before anyone can even figure out what it is, P.O.
Wow.
A huge swirl of sparkling snow appears out of nowhere, and walking out of the snow comes a whole group of reindeer.
No way. Real reindeer.
Real reindeer, and they're wearing these cute, colorful scarves. Their antlers are all shiny and dusted with a little bit of frost.
That is so magical.
And then one of the reindeer, a really bouncy one, steps forward and makes an announcement.
What did it say?
It said, "We are borrowing your playground for the day." And from now on, it was called the Reindeer Recess Playground.
I love that. They asked to borrow it. So polite.
So polite. Which leads us to what happened next. The whole playground, it just transformed.
It leveled up.
It totally leveled up. Before the kids could even blink, the swings started to stretch.
To stretch.
Yep, they stretched up high and turned into what the story calls antler swings. And they would gently, so gently, lift the kids high up into the air.
Whoa. That sounds amazing.
And the slide, get this, the plain old metal slide started to glow
It was glowing.
brightly. It turned into the North Pole Zoom slide, and it curved just like a giant candy cane.
A candy cane slide. Every kid would want to go on that.
Oh, for sure. Even the monkey bars changed. They reshaped into these round reindeer obstacle hoops that were perfect for hopping through.
So everything was new and exciting.
Exactly. And one of the kids, a boy named Max, he just yelled, "Recess just leveled up."
And did the reindeer play too?
They sure did. They raced the kids. They showed them how to prance in the snow without slipping.
Huh. I'd like to learn that.
Me too. And a reindeer named Sprinkles even coached a brand new game called Snowball Pass and Dash.
What's fascinating here is the reindeer didn't just show up with magic toys. They immediately started playing with the kids.
That's a great point.
Yeah, they made everything about teamwork and playing together. It wasn't about who was the fastest or the strongest. It was about having fun as a group.
So everyone was included.
Wow.
Almost everyone.
Ah, yes. This is where we meet Toby.
Right. So while all this amazing magical fun was happening, there was one little boy named Toby, and he was just standing near the fence.
All by himself.
All by himself. He was watching everyone, but he felt like he wasn't fast enough to race a reindeer.
Or maybe not brave enough to try that super tall, glowing North Pole Zoom slide.
Exactly. He was feeling a little left out. But then a small reindeer with really twinkly eyes noticed him.
And this part is so important.
It is. The reindeer gently trots over to Toby, but she doesn't say, "Hey, why aren't you playing?" or "Come on, go down the slide."
No, she doesn't push him at all. She does something much, much kinder.
What does she do?
She gets close to Toby and quietly reminds him that every reindeer has a special skill.
A special skill, not just running or jumping.
Exactly. And then she gave Toby a special job. She handed him a little bell, a jingle bell.
A bell? What was it for?
His job was to be the official bell ringer. Whenever someone finished hopping through the reindeer obstacle hoops, Toby's job was to ring his bell proudly. Jingle.
Oh, I love that. He's not playing the game, but he's a really important part of the game.
He's the cheerleader. And you know what happened?
Tell me.
Every single time his bell rang, all the other kids and the reindeer would cheer.
Yeah.
They were cheering for the person who finished, but they were also cheering because of Toby's bell.
So he could hear them cheering for him, too.
Yes. And the story says that first, he started to smile. And then he started to laugh. A real happy laugh. He felt so proud.
That little bit of confidence was all he needed, right?
It was everything. Because after ringing his bell for a while and feeling so good, he was the one who asked the big question.
What did he ask? He looked at the twinkly-eyed reindeer and said, "Can I try the slide?"
And you know what they all said?
I bet they all shouted, "Of course!"
They did. They were so excited for him. He just needed to feel ready in his own time.
That's just the best part of the story. But soon, recess was starting to end.
All good things have to come to an end, I suppose.
So Sprinkles, the reindeer coach, gathered everyone together in a big circle for a final huddle.
It was time for the big lesson.
Yep. Sprinkles told them that the amazing antler swings and the glowing slide, that wasn't the real magic.
Oh, so what was the real magic?
Sprinkles said the real magic of recess was that you played kindly, included everyone, and cheered each other on.
So the magic wasn't the stuff. It was the feeling.
The feeling of being a good team, a kind team.
And with that, the reindeer said goodbye. With one last jingle jingle, they faded away into another swirl of sparkling snow.
And the playground went back to normal. The swings were just swings. The slide was just a slide.
But the kids probably felt different, right?
I think so. They learned that playing is always, always more fun when everyone gets to be a part of it and when you cheer for each other.
And they learned that helping someone find their special job, like Toby's bell, helps them feel brave. That's how you make real friends.
So to wrap up, we had the incredible North Pole Zoom slide, which was awesome.
So awesome.
And we had Toby finding his super important job as the official bell ringer.
Which I think is the most magical part of the whole day.
I agree. But this raises an important question for everyone listening.
I think I know what it is.
The reindeer and their magic playground disappeared, right? But do you really need a reindeer to make your recess magical?
That's a great question. Because what happens every time you choose to play together with kindness?
What happens when you see someone feeling a little shy, like Toby, and you help them find their own special way to play?
I think that's when you feel the real magic. That's the feeling that lasts long after recess is over.
That's the feeling that lasts. So we encourage you to look for a way to include someone new today.
Thank you so much for joining us on this very magical deep dive. Until next time.